join me. Okay. The lips, right? Hello, my lovelies. Yeah, you know, I did this project for Wet n Wild with my team from Artistic LA, and we got some free stuff, and I love that lipstick. I'm like, okay, who should I give this to? I had a couple of them, so I gave a few of them away to different people, and I wanted to wear it, and I wanted to wear it, and I wanted to wear it, and then I couldn't find it. And I was actually missing it. I'd never worn it before. Today's the first day, putting my sage away, sorry. Today's the first day I'm actually even attempting it. So, yeah, just to tell you that it's not BS. This is the Wet n Wild. And I don't know if I can tell you the color. Shade is teal. Okay, that's a duh. Actually looks a little more turquoisey to me, but it does have some green in it. And so while I was putting on this lipstick, I was trying to think of, okay, why, what's going on? Why do I do this? You know, when I, because I'm leaving soon to go to do a public readings. And when I started doing public readings, which is fairly recently, only because I didn't want to. And for my birthday last year, that was part of the direction. So I found a place locally, and so I'm reading there once or twice a week. Depends on the schedule. And it's been interesting. It's a whole nother circle, and I don't have a lot. I have a lot of circles, and yet I don't have a lot of circles. I fairly homebound. I really like being at home. I've got a ton to do. And actually, part of the challenge that I recognized today was that in sustaining this challenge of taping, my house is a freaking mess. That didn't start great, so yeah, we're heading into some serious issues here. However, I'm going to release my self-judgment that I can do both. And this video thing is taking a bit more precedence, so I'm going to have to restructure and reorganize my day and my brain and my schedule to fit some more house cleaning. And yeah, the people who live with me could participate. That'd be great. That'd be great. I'm just not going to hold my breath. Anyway, back to the lipstick. I realized, you know, part of the hair, you know, because I do have rainbow hair, and I love it, and I do it myself. So I appreciate the time to be able to do that, as well as the courage. And part of the reason I started doing rainbow hair, which was not too long ago, I actually started dyeing my hair in my late 30s. Started with purple, tried to do purple and red, but you know, reds are hard. Anyway, so it progressed, and then I had the rainbow going down this way, and so then I did the rainbow going this way, and now I have it kind of underneath is warm to the purples, because purples really are my color. So, well, actually, I am purple, and I love the rainbow. So, that's how that went. And so I didn't really start allowing myself this vibrancy of exposure. And partly because I'm a ninja. I can walk around and nobody will see me. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Oh, were you here? So I've mastered the ninja concept. in my life, and I'd like to master the eye contact, engagement, invitation for people to talk to me, and vice versa. I'd like to talk to other people, which means I have to put myself out there and figure out a way to engage a conversation. So now that I allow myself the time to focus on that, I'm doing it. I'm doing it a little bit more. It's very interesting. It's kind of like that whole riding the bike thing. It's a little wobbly. It's a little wobbly, but I'm holding to it. So yeah, the lips and sometimes I do some face painting designs like moons and stuff like that when I'm doing public stuff, and part of it is really to get people to go, oh, what is that? And I almost have to have that to engage myself with people. It's not about narcissism. I honestly need an invitation. These videos are invitations to me, but also to what I'm being guided to tell people, which is ultimately far more important. I just need that invitation, and I'm not finding success necessarily in it socially, and so I'd like that to be the next step, and I'm working towards that. At this point, this is the way that I'm starting to allow invitation. So the lips and the whole makeup, and I made this thing out of moss. I told you guys how much I love moss. Decided to make a little hairpiece today. Just because it's just I don't want to stop myself from doing things because of fear that people won't understand it. It's not really for them. If people want to stop and ask me, that's cool. It's really just, I just need to get it out. Again, I just need to get it out. There's no harm in it. It doesn't affect anybody, really. It's just bleh. Just my bleh. So, I don't care about people thinking about myself as being trying to be youthful with all this color. Nothing to do with it. Attempting to stay self-focused. Nothing to do with it. There's another level of need for focus, and that's really just what I already talked about. So I think what I'm hearing, here, I have to tell you this. So today, being Sunday, day 4 of my challenge, throughout the morning and through a walk with my husband and all, I was like trying, right? Bad word. I'll tell you why. I was trying, bad choice of words. I was trying to figure out, what should we talk about? What should I talk about? What should I talk about? What should I talk about? And I just 600 different things. Sound familiar? Yeah. And part of it, what I kept going back to was, stop it. It's not about you. It's not about what you want to talk about. It's about what you're going to be told to talk about. So, here we are. And again, part of the preparation is a catalyst for our conversation as I take it. So, in my experience as a holistic practitioner, intuitive medium, life coach, I have had many experiences and observations of people finding their courage for self-expression and self-need, self-satisfaction, once they are given a terminal or semi-terminal illness. Okay? What I've observed with people who get very sick is I mean, there's many layers, and I'm not going to go through all of them. The one really important aspect is, for some reason, we need to look at this as a society, because I'm being shown that allowance from society, and allowance from family, and allowance from self is absolutely acceptable to do whatever you want because you're really sick now. Right? So when you're really sick, you start thinking about your bucket list. Or when you're really sick, you start throwing caution to the wind and saying, you know, F this, beep, right? I'm going to do this because I want to. I'm dying anyway. Right? So why don't we do it before we get told we're almost done here? Why don't we do that? And, you know, if there isn't any harm to somebody else, what's the harm? Why don't we do it? If you hear banging, those are my puppies again. So that is part also of this. I didn't do any of this. Even in show business, I didn't do any of this. Growing up as a dancer, I was technical. I was good at technical. But I wasn't really expressive. I could smile, and I had some engagement with the audience that people seemed to enjoy. And I was good at it. I was really good at it. And yet, it wasn't really, like, coming out of me, you know? It was just surface expression. And so, the challenge to you from guidance today is, what are you holding back? What do you want to express? And don't because of self-judgment. Is it an outfit? Is it a hair color? Is it a hobby? You know, oh, I can't start doing that because people think I'm weird, right? What is it that you can allow yourself to self-express without the concern of judgment that will really feed you? That's your challenge, as I hear it, and interpreting it for you. Yeah, so go check it out. See what it is. There may be multiple layers, and, you know, don't pick the ones that are necessarily the hardest, unless you're that kind of person. But, you know, check in to see what else is going on in your life. If you're doing a lot of things, pick something that's a little bit more simple. If you're doing too many things of self-improvement, you may want to check in on that. You either are not working with the right person, or you're bullying yourself. So, it's a fine line, right? So don't be your own bully. Don't be your own judge and jury. And see what it is that you would want to express for yourself. And find your courage. As I promise you, it will empower you. So for now, my matching know me matches me. That was intentional. We both wish you well. We wish you much encouragement. We wish you much empowerment. And we'll see you again.